everybody, and welcome back to another On The Table episode, guys. So, what have I got on the table this time? Well, we're going to be looking at some more servitors. That's right, because I'm still doing Adeptus Mechanicus. I've been on a bit of an Adeptus Mechanicus binge recently. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I started listening to a lot of the Admech audiobooks on Audible, although not sponsored. So, Audible, if you're listening, sponsor me! Sponsor me! But yeah, so, I was listening to Belisarius' Call, The Great Work, and then I listened to Mechanicum again, and I've just started Titan Death, which is a really, really cool audiobook, especially if you want to get an idea for, like, Titans and stuff and how they operate. Really, really cool. But anyway, we're going to be talking about Adeptus Mechanicus today. So, some things that I've been doing, I've been working on some more proxies for Cataphrons. Well, not really proxies, more like conversions for Cataphrons, because they are what they are, and they look fairly similar. Basically, guys, as you know, the Cataphron servitors, they have those track units, and I'm not a huge fan of those track units, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. And also, I don't have any other track units left, because you guys may remember these guys here that I made a long time ago. These are my Blight Haulers for my Nurgle army, and I wanted to use the track units for them because they kind of are about the right size, so I don't actually have any of those. So what I decided to do was give them legs. So I was looking for ages, and I decided to come up with these here. Basically, we've got Cataphron torsos. I'll just do not the light. I'll just do a little zoom in. We've got Cataphron torsos here, without all the rigging and all the extra support struts and stuff, because they have like this weird kind of support cage around them, which houses the weapons on. I didn't want to use that because it would make it too bulky again for the legs. The legs are just standard Terminator legs. Well, not standard, I think this was a Dark Angels one. But I kind of shaved the iconography off. So we kind of got these like leggy servitors, these foot-slogging ones. So these are going to be my plasma Cataphrons. So we got plasma cannons, or plasma, I don't know, I can't remember, plasma Cullivan blasters. There's some kind of crazy Admech plasma weapon anyway. And then we've got Cognis Flamers here. Now, I kind of agonised over these for ages because I was like, oh god, do they look right? Do they look okay? And I came to the conclusion they look alright with Terminator legs, especially since I Mechanicumed up the Terminator's legs with these little Admech logos. In regards to the other construction, the little servo arm here that has the Cognis Flamer on. Again, I use the Cognis Flamers in other models, so it's a case of I didn't have them, so I had to make them out of these servo arms that I got from the Scalix Guardian automata, because I didn't use those on the actual automata themselves. So we got a little bit of flamer action going on there. That's on all of them, because Cognis Flamers are just the best, because people like getting rid of Cataphrons because they're so damaging and they've got such a high damage output. So it's good to have that flamey flame, because it automatically hits, especially, on the Overwatch and stuff like that, which is great. So as you can see, the plasmas are just kind of like on their arms. They got the regular heads, and then I did like this little back assembly here. Again, this is using the Cataphrone power supply, but I kind of chopped it down a little bit and added these little loops here. Looks like maybe when they're getting like carted about, they get picked up by these little loops here on the backpacks. But yeah, I was pretty happy with the way these guys turned out. You may notice as well, those eagle-eyed viewers, that I'm not using the standard base size. Standard base size for a Cataphron is, oh shit, I've just thrown a paintbrush on the floor. Best pick that up and throw it over there. So the standard base size is one of these, and I don't think that. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of having such a huge, chunky base. As you can see, it's quite a base difference. However, I only play friendly games, and my other Cataphron stand-ins, which are the Myrmidon Destructors, are on the 40mm bases as well, so it doesn't really matter. Again, for friendly games, I don't play tournaments because I don't like the kind of crowd that attracts. Lots of power gamers, lots of rules lawyering and things like that. I only play friendlies. So we got these guys here. I've got another box of Cataphrons and some more Terminator legs coming soon, so hopefully I'll be able to have 6 of these plasma-type ones, and then my other ones, which will be the Grav Cannon and Cognis Flamer ones, will be used as the Myrmidons. So I'm kind of happy with that, so I'll have 6 of those in total. But they're really cool. I like them a lot, especially like the claws that they have. Like, I think they have, I think these are Arc Scourges, and then this one is a Hydraulic Claw, because again, I've used some of the other bits for other conversions in the past. And one of the things about the Cataphren kit is you get so many awesome bits to convert stuff with. It's amazing. It really is a utility kit for Admech. Like, even if you're not going to field Cataphrons, it's worth picking up a box of them because of all the extra little arms and little gadgety bits that they come with. So yeah, so we got those guys on the go. And plus, it's been a while since I've shown any conversion work on here again. I'm kind of getting back into it. Because, as they say, necessity is the mother of invention, so I invented these guys. Another thing I invented, we're going to put these guys here, was a stand-in for Iron Striders, because, as you guys know, I have my Sidonian Dragoons, which are this type of Praetorian servitor kind of look going on here. But I wanted something else. I needed something that was going to be an Iron Strider. Now, I don't really plan on fielding many of them, maybe just 2, just to give myself a little bit of extra shooting. But I wanted something that I could represent both weapon options with. So they either have Cognis autocannons, or Cognis autocannons or Cognis las cannons. So I came up with, I'll show you in a second once I pick the other one up, with these horrendously grimdark fellows right here. Very, very happy with the way these turned out, and I'm going to thank Blame the Dice Wargaming for letting me again pour through their bits and pick up the these skull kind of like grabber things from the sector. Is it Sector Mechanicus? I'm sure it's some kind of Mechanicum terrain kit, but they look really, really good, and it'd be a shame not to use them. So I've kind of gone for like an automata kind of look, and they are roughly the same height as the Praetorian servitors that I'm using. In fact, they're a smidge taller actually. So it actually means they're actually taller than the real models, which is again pretty good. I like that. But yeah, so what have we got here? We've got these, and these are, I'm going to call these the Scalexis Prowler Automata, because I like the fact that they kind of just like float around. Very reminiscent of the Matrix, the squiddies from them. And yeah, I'm just really happy with the way they kind of turned out. We got lots of mechadendrites kind of hanging down. I don't know how they float about, don't ask me. It's some weird Dark Age technology maybe that enables them to float. The Cognis las cannon that I'm using is from the, it's from the Macrocarrid Destructor. I can't remember which one. It's the Macrocarrid kit that is no longer in production. I've been wanting to be able to use the las cannons for ages because they look really arcane and really old, and I'm liking it. Oh dear, nearly dropped it then. The main challenge on building these guys was, number one, getting them to stick to the base, because I kind of just used like bits of sprue. I don't know whether or not I'm going to clip these sprue off and then like embed them in the base a bit further, or whether I'm just going to get some green stuff and go over it and kind of blend it into the base, and hopefully, you know, you're not going to be able to see this big bit of sprue sticking out. So I wanted them to kind of be on terrain pieces, but then I looked at my other Admech stuff, and it's not on any kind of terrain bits, and it wouldn't really fit with the basing theme of my army. Moving on, we've got some mechadendrites from, again, the Scalex Guardian Automata, because you get loads with those kits, loads and loads of extra mechadendrites, and once you put a lighter to them and like bend them into position, they look really, really cool in regards to like their little snippy, pinchy arms. Lots of worky bits in the actual skulls themselves. I really like the cog eye that they've got going on. That's really cool, and yeah, all the little bits of detail like in the skull here, and even the little charging port at the back, and then this little thing, whatever the fuck it is, going on back here. The autocannons are from a what are they? It's from the it's from the Bastion kit, I believe. No, it's not. It's from the Aegis Defense line, and again, they fit really well onto the side, you know, with not much faffing about. I was very pleased with the way they kind of went. We've also got, in the midst of it all, we've got a little tiny manipulator arm on both of them. So that is just connected to them with a cowling from the Dune Crawler kit. And that just connects in right there. And then this one's got the cowling from the Dune Crawler and the Dune Crawler servo arm as well. And these guys are going to look really cool floating about with my army. Just a really cool looking kind of like grimdark automata. I was very, very pleased with the way they turned out. I would love, actually guys, for you to hear your feedback on these guys and on the servitors behind them. These guys got an incredible amount of hits on the Instagram. If you guys aren't following that, go and follow my Instagram. Link is in the doobly-doo down below. But they got like close to 300 hits like in the first 2 days of me uploading a picture of them, and I was like, what? I really captured lightning in a bottle with that. So yeah, guys, this is what I've been doing recently. And I'm going to go away and I'm going to paint these up, and hopefully, guys, you'll see them painted on the next video. But yeah, please, 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 let me know what you think. Don't forget to tune in again for more crazy Mechanicum conversions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out the Facebook page, don't forget to check out the Instagram, and don't forget to leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, think about subscribing, and, you know, sit back, relax, and let the good times roll. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys again. See you now, and goodbye.